Let's say you have finished a test or an assignment and you want to print it out to turn into the teacher. You completed your assignment here. You've got all your graphs, your formulas, everything's done, and you print it out and it prints the graph. It splits it across the pages and you turn it in. The teacher's upset. It doesn't look good to you. You can't follow your work very well on the printout. How do you go about printing it out so that it looks good on a printout? Well, here's a little trick if you're on a Mac. All you do is you go Command P or go to the print menu. Up comes the print dialog box. You'll notice that this right now, by default, it says it's going to print one of 3 pages. And you can see here on my little preview that part of the graph's on page 1. If I click to page 2, you see part of the rest of the graph, and here's even some other pieces of some matrices that were split between the first and the second page. And if I click 3, there's probably some little teeny number or letter up here that's not going to show up, and I say, boy, that's going to be a pain. It's going to be on 3 pages and it's not going to look good. So how do I do that? Well, the easiest way to do that is to go to here and say scale, this scaling, and say fit it to, and right now I've got fit it to a 1 by 1. So in other words, I want everything in my spreadsheet to be put on one sheet. Now if I've got lots of material that goes vertically, I may say fit it on 1 page wide by 2 pages tall. Or if I've got something, for example, this one might look a little nicer if I were to turn it to landscape mode. I hit page setup, tell it to go landscape, say OK. Now you can see that it fills the screen a lot better, looks a lot nicer. It's still fitting to 1 by 1. And now I go ahead and hit print, and my teacher's happy, I'm happy, my work looks good, and it's very readable. That's one way to print out a spreadsheet effectively using a Mac.